Hi, I'm John and welcome back to my Lair of Action Figures. So today it's going to be my thoughts about the new Hot Toy figure, and I must start by straight away, what the hell is Hot Toys thinking about? Again, there's no logic in what they're doing right now, because we're getting a Neo from Matrix Reloaded, and why? I don't understand the reasoning behind coming with this figure. You did some Matrix figures before. You should have continued with the Matrix line so that people could understand it and be more hyped about it. But me getting this one does not really work. And I must say that the head sculpt on this one, yeah, I don't see Keanu Reeves. Anyway, let's get into the pictures that have been released by Hot Toys. Not all of them, because some I do not deem necessary to have a look at to get a bit of a feeling about this figure. So without further ado, let's have a look at what they gave us. So, of course, we can see that we are going to be getting the final the fight scene between him, those twin brothers that would vanish and do all this kind of stuff, and chasing after the key maker. And you can see that you're going to be getting a few of the accessories that was in this scene. And of course, I mean, he does look pretty classy, but when I'm looking at the head sculpt, yeah, no, not working at all for me. Over here, something is off. I don't know if it's the hairstyle, the rest of it, but it looks off. And also, what is it with the way that those holes are done for the buttons that go over here? This looks not really well finished, and of course you can see that there's some wiring in it, who makes sense, because if you want to give it a bit of a dynamic pose, it would be logic that you would go with it. Of course, this is a very iconic scene. Hopefully you can recuperate this hand and also use it on the first Neo that you have, because this could work also pretty well. But yeah, again, looking at the head, something is really off on this figure. Of course, this is only the first pictures that we're getting, so of course they're going to be working on it. Sadly, there's no time frame for now, or a retail price suggested by Sideshow, so this is going to be hard to talk about. Now, it looks like we're going to be getting also some diorama parts to build up something, and again, yeah, not really working, and I'll get into it a bit later on. So here we have him with a sword, then we have him with this kind of spikes. Yeah, it seems to be a bit all over the place for me. Now, this is something that is interesting, and maybe this is the most interesting part, but again, this is where Hot Toys should have released this. And is this going to be finally Agent Smith? Because let's be honest, we got a lot of Neos, didn't get much Trinity, we didn't get any Morpheus, and again, if you're going to do a line, give us the main characters. I mean, how hard is it for you to do? And it's not like you haven't done some female figures in the past and give us a good Trinity for this. I mean, it would be easy. I mean, Morpheus, you already did his head sculpt with the Nolan figure from Predator, and you did a pretty good job on it. So I don't understand why not giving us those two characters would make a lot of sense. So yeah, this, let's hopefully, is a good tease. And over here you can see this is the pole that he uses when he is swarmed by this whole bunch of Agent Smith guys. And yeah, cool. And here I'm like, well, I see a bit of Keanu Reeves in it, and at the same time, I don't see Keanu Reeves in it. So this is something that is really, really bothering me on a figure like this. And I would say I'm going to be giving an estimate on the pricing. I think this figure is going to be around $300, because when you see what it comes with, a piece of diorama and all of that's going to bring up the weight of it, so it's going to be bringing up the shipping cost. So yeah, it's going to be a bit more expensive figure. Over here, yeah, there's something about the hair also. He looks a bit better, but not as good as that. And also, it looks like they decided to change a bit the tone of the skin. You can really see it over here. The pale look on it and the way the skin looks. It's an interesting idea of going that way, but like I said, for me right now, there's a lot of stuff who is off about this figure. So of course here we have the separate rolling eyeballs. That is something that we're getting with every figure now. So I mean, it's not comes as a surprise, but yeah. There's something who's slightly off about it. I cannot tell you what is it really, but I don't know. Something is really off. Let me know in the comment section if you can figure out what's off about it. Of course, I haven't seen the movie in a little while. I might say even 10 years, if not more. So again, it's hard to say, but there's something that does not work on this head sculpt. So, of course, I was talking about the way that you had the wiring in it. Of course, this does make a lot of sense because otherwise there's no way you could pause it and it would not work at all. So of course here is the background. So this is a nice idea. I think Hot Toys should be including more of it, but again I think this is a very poor and missed opportunity. Now I'm going to tell you why I think this is bad, but over here you have this part of the whale who would be from this part over here or from this part over there, or maybe a bit higher up, or this part over here who might be missing. So again, I mean, yeah, I don't understand why you would put it in this way. I would have preferred that you would have given a stand maybe with less stairs, and I will explain you why I would have liked to see less stairs. Now, let's say you would have removed this and given us a more flatter base would have made a lot more sense with, of course, the same system of holding him. But what about giving us this backdrop and then giving us another backdrop on the other side? So you have two positions that you could display. You could display it the way it is right now, or you could display it having this background to be totally different, and it could be the one from the schoolyard with old Agent Smith, and you could have him spinning around on his pole, giving him another possibility. So basically you're giving us two possibilities to with one backdrop and something less fancy than this to be able to create two different scenes from the movie and giving us the possibility to pose it in two different ways. So again, missed opportunity, I think, on it, and not well thought over backdrop and also the base for the figure. I mean, it limits it way too much, because you could have done a lot better and given us two possibilities for nearly the same price and maybe a bit cheaper due to the fact that the base would not be so much bigger in the way it is with this extra stuff, who it does cost money to make. So here is our Neo figure with everything it comes with. Of course, as you can see, it is pretty limited with the weapons, but again, it's not like he was fighting with 100 different weapons. And again, this looks pretty neat as an idea, but again, the fact of not getting the other figures, not getting better teeth figures, and giving us other figures from the Matrix put this as an easy pass for me. I loved the movie when it came out. It was revolutionary. Everything was really great. The visuals were great. We'd never seen anything like it. And those fighting sequences, passing from slow-mo to normal speed, and everything was really, really great in this movie. But again, I'm not going to be picking up another Neo. I have the one from the original movie, but I want the other characters. I'm not interested in having an army of Keanu Reeves. I want to see all the other characters who are out there. Until you do that, maybe I might pick it up afterwards by saying, oh yeah, by the way, you did Trinity, you did Morpheus, you did Agent Smith. Now, it makes sense to pick this one up. Otherwise, I don't see the interest about it, except if you are a Keanu Reeves fan, and that's the reason why for you're picking it up. But otherwise, I don't really see the interest about this figure, and I think it's a bit of a shame because you could have hyped this figure by giving us a tease or a better tease of something else coming out from the Matrix trilogy. So, let me know, do you plan on getting this Neo? Do you like it? Do you think the head sculpt is off? What is off on the head sculpt? Let me know in the comments section and let's start a conversation around our favorite hobby. So, that's going to be it for my thoughts about Neo from The Matrix Reloaded from Hot Toys. If you like this kind of videos, please leave a like, share, comment in the section. If you have any suggestions, you can also put them in the comment section. Go and check out my Facebook page, Instagram page. There's plenty of other news, pictures that I have, archives for G.I. Joe stuff out there, so go and check it out. The links are in the description. And I have to just wish you a fantastic day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!